Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he will bring it to the floor for a vote as soon as possible. This is a group of 10 Democrats and 10 Republican senators who've been negotiating a potential proposal for weeks now following the mass shootings in Buffalo and then Uvalde, Texas.
Quick, do you have a boyfriend? No, I'm married. Depending on how you answer that question is telling, because if you can't define what a boyfriend is, you know Congress can't. In response to mass shootings, a bipartisan group of senators tentatively reached a deal on a gun bill. The agreement would offer money to bolster school safety and mental health programs and to states to implement red flag laws that make it easier to temporarily take guns from people considered potentially violent. More on this in a second. And it would take other steps, including requiring more people who sell guns to obtain federal dealer's licenses, which means they would have to conduct background checks of purchasers. However, there was no proposal to ban assault weapons as activists had wanted, or to increase from 18 to 21, the age required to buy them. But what may hold this legislation up is how to close the boyfriend loophole that allows some domestic abusers to buy firearms. According to USA Today, under federal law, all felons are prohibited from owning firearms. People who have been convicted of misdemeanor domestic abuse against a spouse, ex-spouse, co-parent, or someone the victim has lived with are also prohibited. That leaves women dating but not living with an abuser vulnerable to danger. That's the boyfriend loophole. As you can imagine, the boyfriend loophole has deadly costs. Roughly every 16 hours, a woman is shot and killed by a current or former intimate partner. In 2018 alone, there were 653 gun-related domestic violence fatalities in the United States. Meanwhile, there is a 3-year uptick in mass shootings that began in 2020. Between 2019 and 2020, the total number of mass shootings all year jumped from 417 to 610. The number jumped again in 2021 to 692. The Gun Violence Archive, like CNN, defines a mass shooting as one in which at least 4 people are shot, excluding the shooter, by the way. Through the same period in 2021, there were 1,293 people shot, resulting in 280 deaths. While in 2020, the number shows 802 people shot with 152 deaths. In 2022 so far, mass shootings have resulted in 1,357 people shot, resulting in 278 deaths. So, this bipartisan gun reform bill, along with the boyfriend loophole and how to close it, could save more lives right now than banning assault weapons would. Don't get me wrong. We need to ban assault weapons. But women regularly get attacked and assaulted when pursued by men who they aren't in relationships with and ultimately turn down or reject. So getting this right and making this definition as broad as possible to include as many descriptions as possible will be key. So if you're in a committed relationship or it's complicated, went on a couple of dates, or just talking, or it's long distance, or I don't know any more things, and that person assaults you, I don't want them to be able to gain access to a gun. For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. If you want to see content from yours truly, click on the hashtag below. I can also be found on all socials at He Gon' Be Alright. Thanks for watching.